What's going on, everybody? It is halfway through December already. I can't even believe where the time has gone. But we are approaching January, which means it is time for New Year's resolutions. And gosh, the last couple years I've been just amazingly uncreative with my New Year's resolutions. So I'd like to do something kind of serious and put some pretty strict rules into place for this resolution to force me to really track it and follow through with it. And in order for that to happen, I think there needs to be daily accountability. So I have decided that my New Year's resolution will be, as inspired by my favorite YouTuber, John Call, also known as Juji Mufu. If you have not checked out his YouTube channel, you should. Just be warned, he's kind of crazy, but his YouTube channel is awesome. He's a bodybuilder that does acrobatics. He's incredibly strong and very, very funny. But his resolution this year is to work out every single day of 2018, to do 365 consecutive workouts. So I'm going to follow his lead and make this my resolution as well. And there's a lot of planning that has to go into something like this because, as I'm sure many of you would guess, working out with that much frequency could be damaging, or it could be counterproductive if you work out too hard. So for the sake of clarity and for the sake of my health and the kind of advancements I want to make in 2018, I need to define what my workouts are going to be. So let me first say that it's going to be 365 days of training, not exercise, because exercise is just physical movement, all right? Exercise doesn't even have to be planned or coordinated. Training is goal-focused. It's very different. So my goal for 2018 is going to be, I want to be able to do a toe touch without having to warm up or do yoga or like get in a hot tub first. I have chronically tight hamstrings. This is because like the first 4 years of my lifting career, I never stretched. I did lots of squats without a full range of motion. I did a lot of things wrong, and it made my hamstrings and my hip flexors very, very tight. And even to this day, they cramp up on me when I stretch. It's an injury waiting to happen as I get stronger and increase my squat, and it needs to be fixed. So it's going to be a priority in 2018 to be able to do a cold toe touch by the end of the year. That's goal number one, which means my training is going to need to incorporate lots of stretching and muscle activation. So there will be days where I do yoga or I do like 30 to 40 minutes of active stretching, and that will count as training because I do not want to be lifting weights every single day. That could do bad things to me, could do bad things to anyone. So that's number one, work on my stretching. Number two, lower my body fat percentage. So I will be adding in days, in addition to stretching and weightlifting, I will be adding in high intensity interval training days. Now I already have these. I only do it like once every 10 days probably on average right now. I have been doing sprints on my assault bike on the end of some of my workouts as like adding high intensity interval training to the end of a strength training workout, which works pretty well, but I'm usually pretty fatigued by the end. So I think maybe once a week, what would normally be a rest day, I'm just going to make it a strict interval day. And those will only be like 20-minute workouts, but they're going to be very focused. I'm going to set parameters for that. The goal with the high-intensity interval training, like I said, is to lower my body fat percentage. I'm still sitting around 11.5 or 12% right now. I want to get down to 9. I think 9 is very doable. If I do the math on that, I want to say it's only like 5 pounds. It's only like 4 or 5 pounds of body fat. That might be wrong actually because I did that in my head. But it's not that much, and I can do it in a year. I can totally do it in a year. So yeah, that's goal number 2. So stretching, decrease body fat percentage, and the third goal is I want to get my big 3 up. I want to get my big 3 lifts up. The big 3, for those of you who do not know, are the big 3 powerlifting movements: bench press, deadlift, and squat. And historically, I have always really struggled with my squat partly because of scoliosis and I wasn't training properly. I didn't know that I had a crooked spine, and so I was doing things wrong. I was doing high bar instead of low bar. My stance was bad. I didn't stretch. There's a ton of reasons, a ton of excuses I can make for having a bad squat. But as it stands, my squat and my bench press are about the same right now, and you should always be able to squat more than you can bench press. So my goal is to get my squat up. I'm going to set specific numbers for this. I don't have them yet because I have not tested my 1 rep max and filmed it to check my form in a very long time. So I actually don't know what my good 1 rep max is right now. I will find out soon though and set parameters for that. My bench press needs to go up. My bench press has improved probably the most this year. I really started paying attention to my form. I realized I was using a lot of back. I was not retracting my scapula all the way. I made a lot of changes in 2017, and I want to keep that momentum going forward and try to get my bench press up just a little bit, make it better. And my deadlift, I am so close to a 400-pound deadlift. I have never lifted a weight heavier than 400 pounds. And I told myself that I would hit 400 before 2018, and I meant it. So I deadlifted yesterday, and I'm going to keep that up. And hopefully I will hit 400 before January. I don't know what my 2018 goal for deadlifting will be. I need to add up the 3 totals though, because if you add up the 3 totals for the 3 big lifts, you get a number. And if that number is equal to 1,000 pounds or more, if the sum of those 3 lifts is 1,000 pounds or more, they say that you're in the 1,000 pound club. And my goal I've always had a dream of being in the 1,000 pound club. And I think right now I'm sitting around somewhere in between 700 and 800. So I'm close. I'm very close. And I don't know if I can lose body fat, focus on stretching, train every single day, and get to the 1,000 pound club all in a year. Don't know if that's possible, but we might shoot for the 900 pound club. So I will post the specific parameters for my big 3 lifts when I decide on them. I'll make an official post on here with all of the guidelines for my 365 2018 resolution. But that's what I'm doing, guys. So I'm going to keep it interesting. I'm going to post it on here and keep myself accountable. And I'm going to try to keep very specific workout logs and keep you guys updated and let you guys know exactly what I'm doing. So it's going to be a fun year. I hope you guys are excited. My business is growing. I'm working on a couple new offers. And by the end of the night tonight, I should have a new free download for you guys. If you didn't watch the webinar, if you haven't gotten the free workout ebooks yet, I'm going to have a 3rd product for you to try. It is my intuitive eating guide. And it's like at least 10 pages long. It's not done yet. I'm going to finish it today. But it has a shopping list. It has pages of instructions and guidelines for meal prepping. It has a breakdown of my grocery list with all of the items, what they're good for, what they're bad for, what to look out for. It has a bunch of healthy recipes, a whole couple pages on smoothies, green smoothies, protein smoothies, fruit smoothies. It's got some stuff in there on meal timing. It has all of your calculations to figure out your macronutrients, micronutrients, your daily caloric intake. It's pretty comprehensive. I wanted to put together a meal planning aid for my clients, and so I took a part of that, and I'm just going to give it to everyone for free. My clients are going to get a much more comprehensive and customized version that's made for them. I'll do all the calculations for them. But I made a free version for you guys, so I'll be posting that up here. And if you want it, it's just free to download. So I'll be putting that up probably tonight or tomorrow. I need to film some videos for it. So anyways, yeah, we're approaching 2018. Got my resolution ready. Got some more content coming out for you guys. Another free info product coming out. And I just hope you guys are enjoying the end of your year. Christmas is close, so enjoy your holidays. Spend time with your family, and start thinking about 2018, because 2018 is going to be my year, and I am stoked. So I'll talk to you guys later. All right, take care.